And all of a sudden they have that light bulb moment, that aha moment, and they realize that this is a game changer, that this could potentially change the way we do things on a global scale. What is up, YouTube? My name is Adam and this is Brokeman Finance. It's been a while since I've covered any EV companies, but this company has gotten some great news here lately, and we even saw that share price jump up 30%. So we've got to talk about it. The EV company I am talking about is Lucid Motors, ticker symbol LCID. Last year when EV SPACs were the hottest thing in the market, I did numerous videos on the ones I liked and some I didn't. Lucid Motors was one that I really liked and still do. And speaking of ones I didn't like, Lordstown was one that I did not like, and now they are selling that massive plant in Ohio. On a side note, there was just a lot to like about Lucid Motors. One, well, the guys running the show came from a background of working at Tesla and helping get Tesla to where they're at today. Two, the cars looked amazing. Three, the performance of the cars that they were claiming, it was crazy statistics with the mileage range and the horsepower that they were claiming. There was just a lot to like about Lucid Motors. But even with all of that, is that overall valuation justifiable? So in this video, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the good, the not so good, and try to give you as much info as possible so you can make as informed a decision as possible before you invest your money. If that's something that you can appreciate, then do something that I can appreciate and make sure you smash that like button and remember to subscribe. A lot of the hot EV companies took a hit as that hotness kind of, well, fizzled out, and a lot of EV companies still have not recovered back to their all-time highs. And, well, that's including Lucid. But they are currently sitting at around $24.72 at the time of this filming, which is still up over 150% on the year. And they seem to be on the right track going back up after the latest news was released. The first news here recently that really sent that share price up was the confirmed range of the Lucid Air. The EPA confirmed that the Lucid Air was the new EV long-range leader with 520 miles on a charge. The EPA is known for being very strict when it comes to getting these types of figures. On top of that, the Lucid Air also boasts the title of fastest EV on the market with over 1,000 horsepower and the ability to go from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. So not only do they have the longest range, they can also get there the quickest. That alone gave me a little more trust in the company because the stuff that they've been claiming, well, it's getting confirmed, and they have an SUV coming out next year that they say is going to change the game. It's not like Trevor Milton and Nikola. So whenever Lucid makes claims about their vehicles in the future, upcoming vehicles, I'm going to tend to believe them. But the recent stock jump was because Lucid just announced the start of commercial production at its facilities in Arizona and confirmed that reservation holders for the Air Dream Edition who have finalized their orders will start receiving their vehicles this month. The Dream Edition is Lucid's most expensive model, starting at $169,000, and reservations have sold out. The company plans to build 520 vehicles for now, which obviously isn't many, but it's a start. In total, Lucid has received more than 13,000 reservations across all models so far. The company put the number of paid reservations at 11,000 as of the end of July. Lucid also gave investors a glimpse into the future by announcing plans to expand its advanced manufacturing plant. This expansion is going to be around 2.85 million square feet to not just boost Air production, but also pave the way for the production of Lucid's first SUV that I mentioned earlier, Gravity, by 2022/2023. With its long range and spacious interiors, Lucid believes Gravity will be the world's most versatile electric SUV. Production has started. The claims made about the mileage and the horsepower that a lot of people thought was complete BS, well, it's getting confirmed as accurate information. They have thousands and thousands of pre-orders in the mix, even though the car is so damn expensive. What I don't like about Lucid is the valuation right now. Lucid's market capitalization is about $46 billion based on fully diluted shares outstanding. And remember, they're just now starting to produce cars. Ford Motors' market cap is around $56 billion, only $10 billion more. But Ford, of course, makes millions of vehicles annually. Lucid is just now starting to produce cars and starting out with 500. Lucid is just starting to produce cars and only starting with around 520. Now, I get the car is expensive, but it's not that damn expensive. But on the other hand, didn't we have these same conversations and still having these same conversations about Tesla? That's what makes a company like Lucid even more intriguing to me. Because if Lucid is going to be an actual competitor of Tesla's, then does valuations just go completely out the window? Remember the stat from earlier this year? That the amount of cars Tesla rolled out compared to its valuation meant every car that Tesla built last year was at more than 1.4 million per car. Think about that. Could Lucid be heading in that same direction? A lot of analysts seem to be torn on Lucid because some think that the current share price is correct, while others think it should be more around that $10 to $12 mark. For me, if we're looking at Lucid through the lens of traditional fundamentals, then Lucid is obviously way overvalued. If we're looking at this through the lens of how we view a Tesla and some of these other popular companies, then we may be looking at an incredible price whenever we look back at this moment 10 years from now. Plus, when you look at it in terms of popularity, Lucid has a decent social media following. Just on Instagram alone, they have almost 200,000 followers. When you compare them to another popular EV company, Fisker, they only have 81,000 followers. All of this makes Lucid a tough company to really evaluate as an investment. And sometimes it just comes down to your own risk tolerance. Just what would put it over the edge for me personally, because I'm on that, I've got 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of mentality on Lucid. I'm kind of 50-50 on it right now. But what would push me over to 51.49 if I were able to actually get my hands on it and evaluate the product in person. A lot of people that were skeptical about Tesla, that skepticism went away as soon as they got behind as soon as they got into the driver's seat behind the wheel, or they just rode in one, and all of a sudden they had that light bulb moment, that aha moment, and they realized that this is a game changer, that this could potentially change the way we do things on a global scale. And then all of a sudden you start seeing Teslas everywhere. That's not to even mention the level of star power that Elon Musk has. However, it's going to be a while before we see these things all over the road, especially at a $169,000 price tag. Plus, they don't have Elon. So for that, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a little while longer. I'm not saying I don't like the company. I think the company is great. But my gut is telling me to just hold off a little while longer. Let's wait and see that production ramp up and see what that car is looking like, see how many actual buyers there are, or wait till a big drop in the market happens and then take that opportunity to pick up some shares. If I lose out on a few bucks in the process, so be it. It won't be the first time, and it definitely won't be the last. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, hope you stay safe. I hope if you're an investor in Lucid, it goes to the moon, and we will see you soon.